Is Lamb. Welcome back to the Moor Culture Podcast. I'm your host, Brother Tyshan Edwards Bay, and we're back. I'm here with my co-host, the Sheriff, the Elder Sheik, Brother Sharif Bay. Is Lamb Moore. Glad you're here with me today.
Islam.
Is Lamb. Glad you're here with the people. We're back for another episode of the Moor Culture Podcast here at the Moor Culture Center in Wilmington, Delaware, 715 North King Street. Come visit us every Friday. Every Friday, 7 p.m. We're here in the temple study hall, studying the books and Moorish Science Temple of America, Temple number 4, Federation of the Moorish Science Temple of America, here in the halls of the temple. So come visit us. Come proclaim your nationality. Islam. Yeah, we're back. Episode 49. More episode 49.
Yes.
In Supreme Mathematics, that is culture born. Islam, culture born. Make your culture born. Islam.
Islam.
Islam. In true Moorish tradition, just want to greet everybody with peace. Islam, assalamu alaikum, alafia, ayonio, namaste, rahu bat, shalom, hotep, peace. And in real true Moorish fashion and tradition, we want to start with our praises and honors before we get fully started.
Shoot out.
Shoot out? What's that?
Taoism.
Shoot out?
Yep, shoot.
Okay.
Shoot is the air, right?
Yeah,
shoot. And then Taoism.
Yes.
I would like to rise and give Almighty. I would like to rise in eternal circle light, giving all divine and perfect praises to Almighty Allah, the great physician who never lost a case. And honor to his holy divine prophet, Noble Dry Ali. In honor to the forerunner prophet Marcus Mosiah Garvey, in honor to Jesus, Buddha, Confucius, Muhammad, in honor to the Spirit of Truth, J. Gibbons L., in honor to E. Millie L., in honor to the Nazarene, Allah L., and high honor to the God Man of the Day, Jerome Graham Bay, Melchizedek, and high honor to the Magi priest, Sidney Rothside L., and high honor to Hamid Anderson L., Master Adept, and high honor to Dr. R. German Bay, and high honor to Richardson Dinglewell, high honor to Chief Grand Resurrector, Timothy Dinglewell, hyphenated Noble Dry Ali, and his other half, Mother Root, Mother Wisdom, Graham Noblest, the prophetess, Louise Dinglewell, and high honor to their daughter Diane Dinglewell, high honor to Grand Secretary Margaret Thompson Bay, high honor to our Supreme Grand Governor R. Stonell, high honor to his assistant Grand Governor Shimmel, high honor to Assistant Grand Governor Robert Page L., and high honor to our Grand Governor here in Delaware, J. Howard Bay, and high honor to all our honored ancestors, and high honor to my son Malachi, who's transitioned on the soul plane, and high honor to everybody under the sound of my voice. Ashe, Mojiba.
Ashe, Islam. I like to rise in the spirit of the seven and give all praises to Allah. High honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali and the forerunner Marcus Mosiah Garvey. High honors to all past and present leadership of the Moorish Science Temple of America. High honors to all true and divine prophets of Allah that stand on the square of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Islam. High honors to all the Moors worldwide, known and unknown. Islam. And high honors to all of our ancestors and everybody that paved the way for us to be here on episode number 49 in the Moor Culture Center. Islam. Moor, what's on your mind?
Islam, brothers and sisters in the audience, you are very beautiful people, but you have to stop letting people play on your intelligence. This is the day we had to crack the ethers and steer the spirit. The energy vampires, they capitalize off us as far as trying to get our attention being directed towards them. Keep our minds off the Most High, Allah, and get our minds directed towards them. So we here in America, brothers and sisters, we had to take a rain check on ourselves and examine ourselves, because we let anybody come in our circle, do everything they want to do. And we don't study, that's a weakness. We don't study, it puts us on a low frequency in light, low vibration. Um, the Bible says, "Know that you are God's children, the Most High God." So we had to turn up the frequency and turn things around. I remember my life. I still remember my life and how Allah delivered me from that alcohol. And reason why I quit, because I was helping a Muslim doctor move one time, and next door to him, when I moved him in his house looked like one of them houses on the soap opera, real pretty. And his neighbor's house, his neighbor owns a liquor store next door.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Oh, wow. I'm doing that myself to make them like that?" No, I realize how royal we are. That's why when you see in Buckingham's Castle, them guards up there with them big black hats on, they're afros, because the original family was us. So we need to stop walking the earth in low self-esteem. And it's a damn shame these people say they love the Lord and stuff and won't stand up and speak up against the injustices that's happened to us all, as a people in the land. You love the Lord, but you fear man. Holy Quran says Allah will throw back their mockery. So we're constantly being, as a people, as the Holy Quran, it says, Satan will ambush us. He will attack us on all sides.
Mm.
So as he attacked us, and we glorify Allah and get up and resurrect in spirit, you can do anything you want to the flesh, the physical, but you can't catch my spirit. My spirit is holy. Peace.
Peace, Moor. I want to give a quick, somewhat of an update on something we talked about last week in terms of, the missing young children that are also found coming up missing and found dead, unfortunately for some of them. There were some arrests made. There was some trafficking arrests made. I think they found some Asian sisters, if you want to call them sisters, some Asian women at not a tattoo parlor, a massage parlor that they were using for trafficking. So they were luring young women.
The Asian women were using people?
Yeah, absolutely. In the massage parlors and trafficking. This was a couple of days ago. They were made an arrest. There was 3 different arrests made, and they were tied to multiple locations, and in Wilmington and Newcastle County. So it's step in the right direction, but when you have a human trafficking ring, these are just these are the low level people. What about who were they trafficking these women to?
Yeah,
right?
They got all the distraction and got all the chaos and confusion. Got the so-called black man where they want to, and they call you black because they don't want you to wake up and realize that the land belonged to you. And we got to step in our position, and we got to protect the land in the name of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Or as the Nation of Islam said, freedom, justice, and equality. Because the world needs an example today. Because it ain't been no example. All this crazy stuff in other countries, and people ain't getting proper health care and the proper things we need as a people. And I really value the education I got at Cheney University, Pennsylvania, as a psychology major, when they taught me how to study self. The forebrain, the midbrain, the high brain, and hind brain, left and right hemisphere, and Sigmund Freud's equation, IQ equals mental age over chronological age times 100. And they was teaching me how to be sharp, and it was about behavioral science. That's what psychology is about. And I look at the behavior of the people in the masses, they're not no example for me. And so I look at also leadership. What are they saying about the people that acting like that? When we are descendants of Lion, tribe of Judah, root of David, that means we had the spirit of lions. They took that away from us. Raw. We got to get it back. Raw.
Is there more? The phrase of the year Testicular fortitude.
Yep.
We need to fortify our testicles.
Yes.
Excuse my language. It's just science. We need to fortify them. We need stronger testicular fortitude.
We need
Islam. We need the men to step up and protect the
li-
women in our communities.
Like the First Amendment says, freedom of speech, and we need, like Moor's command, so let us forget the flesh and go with the mind in the land of fleshless things.
Mm.
We got to learn how to travel spiritually and know that who we are is way beyond this flesh. This flesh is just a house for the spirit. So, and then you got to let somebody keep coming around chomping you, and just stop saying the white man, this is white. No, that ain't. Where are we in the resurrection? After all that good spirit comes, you got all these angels around and stuff, and we talking like we chumps.
Mm-hmm.
Can't keep blaming it on people, because I don't fear no so-called white man. I don't fear any man.
Yeah.
I'm happy that the Holy Spirit dwells within me. Spirit is a Latin word for breath. We Moor say holy breath, but spirit is a Latin word for breath. And so going back to John 1, it was saying the word was made flesh and dwelled amongst men. My question to the brothers and sisters, what do you speak about on a daily basis?
Mm-hmm.
I always talk about the resurrection. I always talk about, like, when Jesus spoke in the Bible, according to the scriptures. I say according to the scriptures because it's been tampered with so much, but I'm drawing. He said, I shall send you a comforter. The comforter is the Holy Spirit. And that's real. When you experience that, it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's greater than any man on earth when you got that experience with that guiding you. And like we say, Taoism, or China Chi, Japan Ki or Kami, India Prana or fiery breath, Egypt Ra, Arabic Ruh, Hebrew Ruach, English Holy Breath, Latin Holy Spirit.
Mm.
So, and even in India, they said every time that somebody died, that breath goes into a newborn baby.
Mm-hmm.
The breath is powerful.
Of course.
And so I get tired, through social media, they talking all that trash.
Like what?
Like they bad and stuff like that. If you bad, why you got to pick up the guns all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the guns right here. These are the guns we have to learn how to use right here.
Yeah.
And stop falling into the booby traps, because Allah is closer to us than the jugular vein. And we had to let Allah and us speak through us. Like I said before, when the church, they sing, Eddie walks with me and he talks with me and tells me that I'm his own. And the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known, because they was walking in the spirit. And today, a lot of people ain't walking in the spirit of old time religion. You walk in the spirit of old time religion, you can move mountains. In all reality, the reason why they bother you all the time, because they scared of you.
Yeah.
They scared of you waking up. They scared of you gaining your connection with Allah. They want, the Holy Quran says, do not let Satan sever the rope between you and Allah. The rope of Allah is the Quran. And when you study a lot of things in the Bible, the Quran, they complement one another.
Yeah.
So, being though we won't stand up and take our posts in life, you got people saying that they us. We're the real Jews, so forth and so on. And it ain't only about that. Because all that stuff is really about is straight up another word for white supremacy. Prophet Isa, Yahshua was no Neanderthal. None of the so-called prophets in the Bible was Neanderthals. And so life goes way beyond this subject matter here. Religion and different cultures, so forth and so on. This universe is vast. Mm-hmm. So they got you studying just your mind just in one place. So when you free in spirit, you can travel all around the universe. Just like when you sleep, you ain't here. That's where Allah take you on a journey so you can get some true peace.
Mm-hmm.
Islam.
Islam. You know, I guess somewhat on topic. What I noticed today is I had a case of deja vu, and also on Saturday. So it was like literally deja vu happens to me like once every few months. It happens
That's
often.
good though.
Yeah, but like for it to happen, it happened yesterday, then it happened again on Saturday. So this is
I've been going
today's
through it
Monday.
too.
Oh yeah, Saturday. That's Saturday and Sunday. No, it's today and Saturday. So Saturday and then Monday. 2 days within 2 days span is like I'm having things happen that's I remember. It's like this happened. This already happened. It's happening as
I'm listening The Hobbit on audio.
Uh-huh.
And it dawned on me that when the wizard and hobbits and the dwarves was on the goblins' porch, right? Some tried to tell me, say that's white folk. You know, they were on white folks' porch, right?
Mm-hmm.
The white folks was a goblin. No. White and black folks are goblins.
Of course.
When they wicked.
Yeah,
you know? So our thing is to go way above the wicked, travel spiritually way above wicked people. Bring put on your garb of righteousness. Here, defend put on the form of God and defend yourself from this evil world.
Yeah.
Get that personal experience with Allah that people trying to rob you of, people trying to steal that from you. That's Holy Spirit. They try to uproot you.
Islam.
You know what I'm saying?
They really do.
Disconnect you with your ancestors. They say that your ancestors ain't real. And a lot of people that don't even talk about them. They don't want anybody to disconnect you with your ancestors.
They literally demonize it.
Huh?
They demonize it a lot. They say that the only way to God is through Jesus, and worshiping your ancestors is demonic. They make it seem like. I've heard a lot of Christians say stuff like that. And it's wild.
I gotta ask you a question.
Please.
Christian only come in the Bible one time, and that's Acts 2.
I'm surprised it's in the Bible at all.
And Christians more the Quran than it is the Bible.
Yeah.
And this we learn, through slavery. We had all these people, the founders of these different religions, teaching that religion to the slaves, because the slave had no culture.
Islam.
So it's a duty of these unconscious Asiatics out there, connect and find your culture. Don't be quick to talk trash about the Moor Science Temple or the Nation of Islam, whatever. The church would have you just sit back and it's a library, because a lot of times we can't get together, because I learned in school competition is fuel for the fire. So we keep finding the wrongs in this person, that person. We ain't looking at the real picture. The real picture is what can I do to be free?
Mm-hmm.
What can I tell my brother and sister out there that's going to soothe their pain, soothe their affliction when they're going through this modern day jihad? Because the doctrine of discovery took us off our post. Before the doctrine of discovery, before Columbus landed here in America, et cetera, we were different people. Not only that, history, we still different people. When you read stuff, you learn how to free yourself. I love reading. Reading saved me. Don't you know? I'm coming up on a PhD soon, right?
Mm-hmm.
This year. Where I started at, I dropped out of high school.
Okay.
I came back, I got a GED. Now I'm almost getting a PhD. Ain't that deep?
It is.
And so reading's real, because reading made a better day for me. A lot of people out there now that's going through things, they need to learn the power of reading. Reading open up doors. You'd be surprised what doors reading will open up for you on a personal level. Because all through this life, you got people trying to mesmerize you. And I'm an elder, All I think about is peace.
You've seen it all before. You're not falling for the okie
I
doke
seen a
anymore.
lot. I seen a lot. I still got a lot of energy. I thank a lot for that. And keep yourself in shape, brothers and sisters,
Mm-hmm.
because Allah will probably bless you one day to be millionaires.
Islam.
And you can't be no millionaire if you can't ain't no shape to spend it.
Hey, health is wealth.
Right. Put your mind in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be quick to run they say the feet run swift to mischief. Don't be swift to run to mischief. Because Allah got a blessing for you. Allah want to stir them ethers up and stir them the ancestors up in you to make you new, better at who you are. Because as they say it in the church, Satan's a liar.
Mm-hmm.
It might appear that he's winning in America today. No. You got to stir up Allah in you and watch him do miraculous things in your life. We had to tell them take the liquor stores and all the drugs out into the suburbs. That's a personal attack on us. We wonder, they want to get rid of, I heard some governments talking about locking all these criminals up, so forth, so on. You need to take the liquor stores up, stop doing the stuff that bring the crime in. Yeah. So you got liquor stores here, you're bombing here, and doing this, doing that, so forth, so on. We live in a chaotic world. We had to start addressing people that's in our community with evil. When you dress people in the community with evil and stuff like that, you standing for righteousness. So many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Allah will help them overcome them all. I love striving on that path to be righteous, to feel Allah's spirit within me. Allah is closer to me than the jugular vein. And that, I couldn't say that years ago when I was always getting in trouble. But after Allah blessed me, these past couple of years, and bad things been happening, but good things been happening. I never dreamed that I would go to holy city Mecca and travel like I travel. And so I said, oh, wow. Thank you, Lord. Lord of the world, Allah, Lord of the world. We had to study, man. And when you study, you can resurrect and throw off that old garb of ignorance and put on that garb of righteousness. Mm-hmm. And everywhere you go, there's light. And when you speak with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. It'd be a new date for you. Yeah. Because Allah lives in us.
Thank you. That's
why the Nation of Islam used to say, who's that original man, that Asiatic black man, God of the physical universe, cream of the planet Earth? Because we are the cream of the planet Earth. Was you part of the nations of gods on Earth?
Islam. I'm still a student, Moor. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's who we are. And we got to wake up to God in us.
Islam.
It's in our DNA. And stop letting them people play psychological head games, because the devil got you scared now. We got to get the devil out of our community. Even when it's with us. When I was little, I did something. My mom said, "I'm whip the devil up by you, boy," and that was it.
That was it.
Yeah, she tell that devil. A lot of people got a lot of devils in them.
Yeah.
And them hillbillies starting a lot of mess too. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, them hillbillies. You got some good people on all walks of life, but you got a lot of demons in disguise. Holy Quran says Satan makes things fair seeming.
Yeah.
And the way the world is today, people don't care about fallen humanity. People want to rob people of their health care and different benefits and give the other countries this and that and give that. Don't give us nothing. Now it's time for wise people of all walks of life, the poor people, come together and boycott them.
Yeah.
People happy now and stuff because them stock markets. I love the president. He can manipulate the stock market.
Yep.
The stock market belongs to us too. They got us on the stock market. It's time for you to get with your investment on the stock market. You make the stock market grow or decline.
Yep.
But if people don't want to treat you right and try to make you think it's racism, I think it's time for you to boycott them stock markets. The stock market was low at one time. That's why they came in with starting these wars, and where both sides can benefit. You know, selling them weapons.
Yeah.
They don't care about the poor people. Then they come, corporate world come and put all types of diseases. A lot of them make cancer. Man made that stuff.
Mm.
And we it's time. The people don't want to do right. Get them up out there. I don't care whether they're Republicans, Democrat, whatever. It's time for the poor folk to wake up. We live in a new era time, you know? And so people need to get up out of the myth and so forth and so on. When it come voting time, you're going to elect somebody. They're not white. They're evil. White means purity. Purity means God. God means rule of the land. Start electing people who support your cause. It's time to clean up these parties. You ain't got to be afraid of nothing. I thank Allah for all my days. I'm up there and I'm enjoying and stuff like that. But I ain't scared of nobody out there. Because I know our unity is like an atom bomb.
That's right.
Our unity is better than that propaganda, them lies they telling. We got to get our act together. In church, when they say, you better mend your ways, boy. I mean, fix yourself. I fix myself. I don't drink no more. I don't smoke no more. I got my walk together. I feel good. I ain't falling the booby trap. So I can think on the lessons that Allah's teaching me so I can hand to you.
Islam. Man, Moor, you be going on. It'd be so many things come to my mind. I don't want to cut your wisdom. Mm-hmm. And there's something that you said that I wanted to touch on. And now it's hit my mind.
But always remember, like we here at the Moorish Cultural Center, we started off telling you about the Crusades, and look how real it came. It's all in that was happening around today. Christians and Muslims, Christian Crusades, Knights of Templar against the Muslims, and you had to remember people, our people, my people. Stop giving them Arabs godhood too. The Muslims over there, they ain't did shit for us. Excuse me.
I'm good. I don't care.
You know, people keep thinking like people keep making it look like they did a lot for us. They're not doing nothing. They're part of the problem. Some of them had us in slavery. Mm-hmm. We are a set aside class, a special class, and we had to learn how to value self. All parts of our organizations. Man, I love the Moor Science Temple of America. I love Nation of Islam. So for wise men, they have councils. Mm-hmm. Some people, churches, wise men get their council together. We get the council together, we can get our economics together. Because when I was coming up, we had our own stores and everything.
Yeah. That's what we need to be on more.
We had everything. That's what Dr. Claude Anderson talked like that.
Yes, please read Powernomics.
Yep. We come together, humble ourselves up, and create our own economic system. Yeah. And watch them come in. We'll be ready this time because our eyes are open. We on the battlefield. It's evidently clear. The whole world don't even like us because we special. And we just start steering our ancestors in. The ancestors are waiting for us to call on them. Mm. That smile said, I thought you would call.
Yeah, call on your ancestors.
Yeah, call on them.
Call on your ancestors. Get in that meditative state. Mm-hmm. and really look within, because that's where you find God. That's where you find God. That's where you find Allah. You got to study yourself to know Allah.
I have a right to give honor to my ancestors. A lot of brothers don't like that.
Yeah, more than a right, you have a duty. We have a duty. It's our.
Right.
We're supposed to be doing.
And they look at me like I'm funny, but the thing is, a lot of people don't like you when you read. Period.
Yeah.
All this knowledge we got, all these organizations here, that's a university.
Yeah.
That's school. They say don't teach a critical race theory. No, come all ye Asiatics that ye may hear and know the truth, come together and form that circle, right? And we start our own schools.
Mm-hmm.
I love education, but I would love it better if we can start our own.
We have started our own.
I'm talking about our family just lock arms.
No, yeah. In terms of what a more.
It's the baddest bomb on earth.
Listen, that's what brought me here more. That's what brought me to the 5% nation of gods and earths.
We had to come together.
To study.
We had to come together and destroy colonization. We ain't a part of nobody's colony. When my spirit gets up in the morning and stuff, Allah frees me, I don't think like no slave.
Yeah, well, we don't, but unfortunately, the state of our community.
That's because they run it to and fro the earth. They demon possessed.
Yeah.
They don't have the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit's gonna free you.
Islam. That's why
they might project into and got that puritan heart and stuff like that, and got that relationship with Allah. No. Allah said, Allah makes his. They say Allah makes his the head, not the tail.
He makes what?
He makes his the head.
Okay.
And not the tail.
Islam.
They even used to sing when the saints come marching in. But I'm just saying, when the righteous come marching in, when you walking right, they can't do nothing to you.
Mm.
He says Satan has no power with the power that you give him. Our people keep giving him power. Our people materialistic. A lot of people, just because you dress up and look nice and stuff don't mean you righteous.
It's the opposite. Reality. I mean, it really bothers me so much to no end when I see, especially I'm in branding. I make brands and I know about branding. So it bothers me to no end when I see melanated brothers and sisters wearing like Louis Vuitton or Gucci or like these overly expensive European Caucasian designers. A lot of them are, really into some weird stuff.
So I just know that you're a magician.
Okay.
I'm not. This is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No, know how to read your face card in the morning. I like midnight suit and light pair of kicks and stuff like that. Get down like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like the stuff that you create, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I know that I'm in my father's house are many matches.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let them label me with one door.
Mm-hmm.
As I read, educate myself, I learned that when you read and study, it opens up a lot of doors.
Yeah.
Sometimes it opens so many doors, I take a breath. Take a breath. I thank Allah for the gift of reading. And when you read the history of yourself, it heals you.
Mm-hmm.
Who we are is not limited to one or two organizations, what we now know in America today.
Yeah.
People say, people have their superior perception of reality. I think my values are better than yours because I'm part of this organization, I'm part of that organization. No,
Yeah.
Your reading's your gift. Allah said in the Holy Quran, I give you the gifts of sight, reading, sight, speech, and sound. That's real powerful. So when we read the right thing, we know how to elevate into different chambers of the soul.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about the physical temple. I'm talking about the chambers inside of here. What's wrong with us? They got us in the wrong chambers. When we get in the right chambers, we come up out of that filth. I don't care what they want to call it. They can give it any type of name. But we travel spiritually. We ain't in part of the filth. We ain't in the wilderness of sin. We ain't followed the man of perdition. He come with that nasty sorcery. We dismissing that stuff because we won with the law. That's what Noble Drowley came to bring us. Did he come and bring us one with the law?
Islam.
Yeah. So when Allah speaks, he speaks through you and me.
Yes.
We say, he looks at the face of another man, looks at the image of Allah who speaks within.
There you go.
So thy will be done. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. We bring the New Jerusalem down here on earth because we building the New Jerusalem in our hearts. Allah changed the conditions in our heart.
Islam.
We shutting out all that evil stuff. You know, people trying to teach us that bull crap, it ain't working. We ain't walking in the dark. We the sons of light.
Mm. It is lamb. Yeah, the way they flipped it is odd because I mean we're the light, and yet they made us into black in terms of
Honorable Elijah
status.
Muhammad wrote that book. May Allah be pleased with him for his mighty work. How to eat to live.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you get that diet right, that's how you bring to heaven. And you know, the heaven's in the melanin and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You change your path because you're eating right. And when you eat right, you think right.
Correct.
So people eating all this filth and it's set up. That's why we had to grow our own.
That's right, Moore.
We got to get away from them.
That's
Bible
right.
said, come out of them, people be not to partake of their sins. They hate us. That's why they always attacking our community. Then we got agents that look like us. Well, boss, they think they tell everything. They don't know who. When we travel spiritually, we way above them, man. We left them light years.
That's right, Moore. That's right. Something I thought about when you just said what you said about farming and whatnot, growing our own food, is that Delaware did. I gotta look into this, but it seems like Delaware might have passed like a new initiative called the Delaware Grocery Initiative, which they're trying to give money to have more, farming and growing of foods in Wilmington, and in places that are considered food deserts.
Yeah, I want to come involved with that.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna have to figure out how we can, somehow possibly benefit from it. We have the foot power. We have people that are ready and available to with if we were given land. So as soon as I got a little piece of land, I have a little small row home and I have land in the back. I do a garden in there. The first week I moved in, I was like, let me just throw some dirt down and put something in the ground because now I have some land. And we all need to be kind of thinking like that. If you have some grass, front yard, backyard, another thing that bothers me is like these lawns, like these big, you have all this green land, all this green grass, and it's just you mow it and it's just grass. Like for what? Okay, you have some area to play in, but the rest of it is just useless. Like why not plant something?
Chapter 1, what you want to say, Allah, the husbandman of everything. That is drew forth this human seed into the soul, so it grew a place, and man became a living soul.
Okay.
Became a beautiful lotus blossom, beautiful flower. Just like when we plant seeds in the ground.
Yeah.
We're beautifying the earth.
Yeah.
We're in class. We're in the classroom of God, classroom of law, right? Bringing a difference in the earth. That's like we plant that seed in the ground. We got to plant in our heart, right, to bring a difference to the earth. Dismiss the wicked people.
Yeah.
All in our prayer. We don't, like I said, the goblin can be any color.
That's right, Moore.
As soon as you see that goblin come up, you got to dismiss it.
That's right. Like you said, they're trying to disconnect us from the rope of Allah, and that can partially mean the Quran, but also
that means they're trying to kill you.
Oh, that's right. And I look at nature as go ahead.
I'm glad you said that, because when you connect it to the rope of Allah is the Quran, and the second ayat in the Fatiha, first surah, you know what it says? Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
Okay.
That means all praise is due to Allah to cherish and sustain the worlds. So when we into our Quran, we praying, and we come into a whole different world.
That's right.
When we studying. We're not even in the colonizers' world. We ain't even in the United States of America. People try to mesmerize and make you believe.
It's just a corporation.
Yeah. People try to mesmerize and make you, that's a lie. Remember how they said heaven's a state of mind?
Yeah.
So is the United States of America.
The state of mind?
You just, what do you think that foreign agent thinks about?
What's that about?
They got to come over and let people know, them judges and stuff like that, they supposed to file with the Attorney General, and let them know that their foreign agents. It's called foreign agents registration statement. We'll get to it deep, right?
Mm-hmm.
Really, that's saying they can't even really practice law over here because
Wow.
they're foreigners. So but we need people. We need to open up our own institution
Yes.
to deal with that.
That's right.
People. Like I was saying to a brother the other day, because it's a lot of people there in Islam. They keep starting arguments about the prophet, this prophet, that. So I said, whatever you did to uplift all humanity. If you say you from any of them schools that thought our job is to uplift fallen humanity, my job is to exhort the Holy Quran says, Bismillah. Wa asr inna sala fi kursa latina wa amnu wa amla salahati wa tasal bil haq wa tasal bis sabr. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, by the token of time, verily man is lost, except those who exhort to one another truth, exhort to one another patience. As we gone through our struggle, our jihad, this battle, we supposed to exhort to one another the truth, the patience. Now you got people with all types of demons up in them. When I learned about that in the church, they said this person's demon possessed a long time ago, right? And I slept on it. They demon possessed everywhere. You gotta be on your point, your compass. You know what I mean? When they come and block it,
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta block it out.
That's where your stance comes in. Your
Yeah,
foundation.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got kick it. You know what I mean? All that stuff like that. X block. All that stuff.
Lift the clouds on them.
Yep. Oh yeah. Wave. Oh, take them in ether. That's when you wave the clouds. You take them up in ether, right, Boom?
Islam.
Yeah. Because the prophet left us the circle 7. And through the circle 7, we travel in the ether. A lot of Moors don't even know that. Because a lot of Moors' mind ain't where it's supposed to be. What I said is all about frequency. And they even look at the frequency they do through social media. It's illusion.
Yeah.
Look how many minds they captivate off a lie. Some people don't know where they go. Here going. I'm so thankful to Allah that sent me to the military, and I was a field wireman, telephone installer.
Yeah.
Because they ain't getting up the side of this.
Yeah.
When it comes to communication.
You know the science.
Yeah, I'm always up on power line, in the telephone line, high power line, telephone line. Sometimes I'm up on a train track, Amtrak. I'm a power lineman way up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we was riding the school bus. When I was driving the school bus, they said railroad tracks stop with 50 feet less than 10 feet, right? So I go to my mathematical equation, right? When I think about tracks, I think about when I was in Bronx, New York, the subway track. and so it's an equation plotting the slope of the hill. Slope equals rise over run. Slope equals algebra. Slope equals rise over run. Slope equals y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. That's an algebraic equation, right? Then I think about submarine. That means underwater, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got nuclear energy and atomic energy, right? And energy equals mass times speed of light squared. That's physics.
Mm-hmm.
And martial arts is physics. That's deep.
It's deep.
Well, the prophet said, if I could only get you more than thinking.
Yeah.
And people keep thinking that they got this, they ain't ready to march. I'm talking, get up, stand proud, tall for Allah here in America. Letting the people know that we still on the set. It ain't one nothing. Our ancestors in effect today. This is the land where my fathers died. Land of my pilgrim pride. We've been here for ages.
Islam more. Islam. I mean, in terms of, this supposed country / corporation, we've been here since the beginning.
You said it right, it's a corporation.
Yeah.
It ain't even a country, it's a corporation.
Yeah.
And they constantly move the stocks. You know how much stocks, bonds and stuff is moving off this war? They about their business.
It is
And
business.
their business is not me. When I get into my roots, when you get into your roots and stuff, they're foreigners. They ain't got no business messing with me or you.
Mm.
And we had to stand up and we got to defend that. We had to defend love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
Islam.
Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice goes more than just speaking it. That we're for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. When these prophets said we are for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, when these principles are violated, justice then must take its course. We had to stand on the law and defend the law. It's not always, a lot of people just run, they don't, you know, a lot of times another Moor get in trouble, so forth and so on, another brother get in trouble. People don't even approach the court system because they don't have no knowledge. That's why, if they don't have no knowledge and stuff, Article 6, Section 2 says the Constitution and treaty should be made supreme law of the land. We should know about that. It's just like this organization, Moor Science Temple of America. It's not to cause any confusion or overthrow any laws of the Constitution. No. Excuse me. This organization of Moor Science Temple of America isn't to cause any confusion or overthrow the laws of the Constitution of the said government, but to obey hereby. That's powerful.
Yeah.
Now you ask the Moors, what are the laws of the land?
Mm.
All the Moors, you go out there, let's speak something about the laws. Let's speak about treaty law. Let's speak about trust law. You know,
Yeah.
let's speak about constitutional law. Let's speak about administrative law. A lot of them ain't down with that.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll be ready to swear that you don't know jack.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we supposed to study all them laws to deliver ourselves. We all supposed to have a trust.
Mm.
You know another word for a trust?
What's that?
Trust is a bank.
A bank? Okay. Yeah, yeah.
We had banks and all that stuff back in the day. So when I talk about my ancestors, I'm talking about them ancestors too.
Islam, more what you're speaking is real. You know, you mentioned Claude Anderson, Dr. Claude Anderson, and I mentioned making sure people please pick up the book Powernomics if you haven't read it. But all of Dr. Claude Anderson's books, because he has a series of books that kind of all tie in together. But Powernomics is the most powerful, and more than just a boycott.
You got audio of it?
I would imagine he does.
I need that.
Yeah. I need to get another copy of the book. I loaned my copy to somebody and
Right.
they never gave it back. But what I was saying, boycotting. I mean, boycotting in theory is a good thing, but in reality, what we need to do is
That's what Dr. Claude Anderson did. It's, you know what his family owned?
what his family owns.
His family owned the bus company in North Carolina.
Okay.
Where they were boycotting.
Okay.
Martin Luther King days.
Oh, Islam. Yeah. So I'm just wanting to make sure we think of it in a solutions based, more of a solutions based, because just boycott, just pouring your dollars is one step, and what happens a lot with these boycotts is a temporary thing. It's like, all right, we're boycotting, and then we stop. We don't give them any money for like a month or a week.
I put that out there, right?
Yeah, yeah,
that's only. I know we had to do something.
Yeah,
because
we got to start somewhere.
If they can, they will starve us out.
Yeah,
I know a lot of us just don't do nothing, and I know a lot of us as a minister, you say, a lot of us is into this for fashion and form,
mm-hmm.
and you can't tell babies that when they're starving. What we've seen happen in Palestine, right? That shows you how wicked man can get.
Yeah.
So we gotta be on our P's and Q's for law.
Yeah.
And once they be on our P's and Q's for law, I'm not talking about acting like them over there. We're different. We came up a different struggle, and all the classrooms we've been through is important. Our leadership here in America is important. We don't dismiss that. We don't keep arguments going and stuff like that. That ain't good.
Mm-hmm.
We had to learn how to dismiss that, because every man got his fallibility.
Of course.
Every man got some skeletons in his closet that you don't want people to see. That's all part of growth. But we as a people got to grow.
Yeah.
And I thank Allah for my 9 years that I'm able to talk about this. And I pray that all the other younger brothers and sisters out there hear me and take on the torch. because we're not like, because we're so beautiful, because this melanin that flows through us is heaven. It lights up the heavens. And then we tap into our genetic blueprint, and it got the directions. But when we read that right, it got all the instructions that we need to be successful on this earth. The genetic blueprints hook you up with your ancestors. Even though they don't want us to study our ancestors, they didn't give it to us. A lot of them them that don't want us to study don't have none. Probably. I mean, they have, but they ain't working with them. Mine is working with me.
Yeah.
I love my ancestors.
Of course.
You know, we say, high honors the noble Draw Lee. High honors the Marcus Mosaic Garvey. High honors the Master Farrar Muhammad. High honors the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. High honors the Martin Luther King. High honors the El Hajj Malik Shabazz. High honors the Booker T. Washington. High honors the Frederick Douglass, et cetera, et cetera. I graduated from the historical black college. I was in the Martin Luther King dormitory for a year or two. So am I supposed to forget about him because somebody don't agree with something that he did? We all got our fallibilities.
Yeah.
I thank Allah for forgive me for some of the things that I did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, we have to make sure. I mean, we see there's so many statues in the United States of America that are of slave owners and rapists and murderers and stuff, and they still venerate them.
It's all that's good. That shows you how weak you are. We see that. Even when they took them down, now they trying to bring them back. They trying to bring them, because I don't care about their organization. They have a right there, the way they believe. We have a right to believe the way we believe.
Exactly.
I don't believe in their gods.
Exactly.
That's their idols.
Mm-hmm.
This says, thou shalt not have no other gods before me, thou shalt not make unto any graven. That's their graven image. So you people that say you go to church and into God like that, what have you to say about it? People, a lot of people perpetrating frauds, man. For real. When you have that Holy Spirit or the Ra or the Ruh, and you know what I mean, or the Chi and stuff like that, where's the fear? Why you got the fear?
No, there's no fear when you have that more.
When the wrong spirit, block it, kick it, flip it.
Yeah. This is land.
Yes, sir.
Turn it into a flip.
Huh?
Turn it into a flip.
You reverse psychology.
Yeah.
That's what reverse psychology is, study behavioral patterns. And we just got to be right with our psychology. What I'm saying is that when leadership, when you think about that, and them colonizers, they ain't none of my leaders.
Of course.
Holy breath. They better back off of that crazy stuff. And anybody that's trying to lure us into thinking that they leaders, they crazy.
Yeah.
I don't care whether they Moors, Muslim, whatever.
Yeah.
You look at all the damage that they did, so forth and so on. People trying to make it look like we should connect. We ain't no one government with them. They destroyed the government. Ain't that deep?
It's real deep.
And so the government needs people, outstanding men, right? Leadership, men who will set an example and take the torch and help bring it together again.
Yes.
Because it came from us. So that's why you have to study law, so we can help bring it together. Because Satan and his crew tore it up. So we don't want people around the world, getting us confused with who tore it up. Saying we did it. That's why we had to stand in the light and take the torch. And the torch might come into our hands and so forth and so on. Say, all the countries around the world come together, say, go ahead, y'all run it. They all owe y'all from reparations. Go ahead, y'all run it. You can't step in the governmental position acting like a fool. You can't step in the governmental position sleep. And that's where we are now. A lot of us are asleep, man. A lot of us ain't even ready to run the government and been studying for years because we don't study the law. How you gonna run the government if you don't study government?
Very good point, Moore.
Yeah,
Very good point.
This thing is deep today.
Yeah. I I would love to see that day more where we are, running our own governments.
Like I said to you, the word was made flesh.
Hmm.
We have to let the divine work in us. Allah is closer to us than jugular vein. The world needs healing. You have to speak it into existence. Allah said, "Kun fayakun," being it is.
Mm.
We got to learn how to start speaking on the right frequency. A lot of people out there ain't came up into the elevated places yet. It's all in our genetic blueprint.
That's right, Moore. We got to
It's
act.
all in the Quran. It says, hold on tight to the rope of law. Rope of law's Quran. He's closer to you in jugular vein. Everything, that's the program we need.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can do anything we want to do. But we had to stand up and defend our legacy, our life, our children, our prophets, set our flag and all that.
Yeah.
How you going to defend your flag ain't involved in no battle? You're always back on easy street.
Mm-hmm.
Holy Quran says you believe in Allah not be tested. Yeah, we're going to be tested. This is a great test. It's a great test what's happening in America today. So social media speaking for America. They act like they ain't in charge of me from a whole different pedigree.
For real.
The shade of my skin is medium olive. I don't even feel like no relation to them because I don't serve the cardinal customs of what they serve.
Islam.
Yep.
That's right, Moore. Man, my mind keeps on Moore. You're giving a great, a lot of great points. I really do appreciate. Every time I'm with you, Moore, I soak it up. I'm soaking it all up, and I appreciate the wisdom you bring and the knowledge you bring, more. And we're coming on an hour mark. There's definitely things.
Let me say this.
Go ahead.
Black and white is the greatest spell that they created.
Okay.
It's like it's electricity and it's energy hitting us psychologically, so forth and so on. It's playing head games on people, and they got people thinking that they're superior. They're the superior race, so forth and so on, and they're the minority. and they got almost the whole world scared, worshiping idols.
Mm.
So we the true-hearted, the faithful, and I'm not. It ain't got nothing to do with color, right? But it ain't nothing like being in them elevated places, spiritually, holiness. And Shaitan don't like that. Shaitan try to separate that. He created a world too, with people studying and reading the wrong thing. And when lo and behold, what do they see before them? Crazy stuff. We got to really do some hard work in the field, hard labor in the field today. This is not only you, me, but Americans, period. After the storm that we went through, people act like we ain't been through nothing. This country been tore up.
For real.
They ain't going to trust people. If your heart ain't right, that's why you Americans got to get your heart right. Mm-hmm. And you got to defend America if you really love it. Because what happened and stuff is not going to be cleaned up just like that, because the so-called oligarchs don't care about our conditions, but we have to care about our conditions. That's why I'm thankful to be a lifeguard for so long, because I care about your conditions, and it's my duty to save a life. Peace.
Peace. Moore, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Please, if you hear this, if you're hearing the sound of our voices and you're in the Wilmington, Delaware area, come study with us right here in the temple every Friday at 7 p.m., the God Hour. We're studying. We're doing what we do, and we need more. We need more. Islam. We need more. So, yeah, we're gonna sign off. Any last things you want to say, more?
Our Lord, lay not on us a burden as that did lay upon those who were before us. Lay not on us a burden that we have not the strength to bear. Forgive us our sin, pour down on us the spirit of steadfast religion, make firm our feet. Grant us that protection against those who reject faith. Amen. Peace.
Shay. Peace, more.